This is how you can transform your productivity using 3 AI tools that I discovered last year that have made a huge difference. My productivity skyrocketed by 30%, I made more money, I cleared up my mental space, and I had no overwhelm for the past 6 months. And I was able to just move through my day, move from task to task, and just get shit done. So if you want to learn about this, then stick around. So I've spent the past 4 years in a health and performance business that I built by myself, next to a 9-to-5. So time management and just having things under control is very key. Having an overview of your projects. And I realized, okay, having this performance business, it's not just about, okay, journaling prompts and training plans. It's really about, okay, how can I generate leads? How can I make more money? How can I get more stuff done? How can I create better solutions for my clients? And I had to come up with solutions that took away all this thinking, processing, and just having to store everything in my brain. I wanted to have a place where I can store my information, I can research my information, and I wanted to have a tool that saves me time with scheduling and project planning and moving around tasks and all these things. But I also had a lot of meetings. So the third thing is actually that I wanted to have something that helps me summarize my meetings. I don't have to write down notes all the time and have to have these weird awkward pauses where you're just writing down notes. I wanted to eliminate that, make that more efficient, and I've actually found the 3 perfect tools to do exactly that. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. Let's hop into it. So this is the first tool that we're going to be looking at, and Motion is really great for just organizing everything, and you just don't have to think about things. So what I really had as a challenge was that if you're self-employed and you want to schedule everything in, and you need really good time management in order to just actually get stuff done. And for me, that was a very big struggle for a long time, and I was missing up things, and I didn't follow up with people, or just lead management as well. And definitely money slipped through the cracks by just not executing the things that I wanted to. And I was then just looking for a solution to solve this problem, because it was really annoying me and it was costing me as well. So what did I do? I stumbled across an ad from Motion on Instagram, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, let's just give this a try. So this is the only paid thing that is in this video right now, but if you are willing to invest, or even for your company, then I would suggest you do so. Because what you can do is you have the different things that you can create. So you can create an event, you can create a project, you can create a task. And as you can see here, this is my calendar and everything is scheduled in. So how this works is that you just give in all your tasks, all your projects into Motion, and it organizes it for you. I connected my Google Calendar account to this. So as you can see, we have blocks of my 9-to-5 that I'm still running in. We have that scheduled in. I have my nutrition and my meals and things, and my gym time. Everything is from my Google Calendar, and these are busy things. These are fixed things that I'm not changing, not moving, or at least not much. And then you have your whole tasks list. So you have all these tasks that are nicely organized here. You can see it by project, everything. These are all my tasks, and these are all just being automatically scheduled in by Motion. And I really like this tool, for example. So I've had, you can see all my projects that I've ever had here. And the cool thing about projects is that when you create a new project, you can actually tell AI to create the project for you. So for example, you can just press create with AI, and obviously AI works with prompt engineering. So if you prompt it the right way, it will output you like a perfectly set up project. So what I actually did was like prescribing it, or like pre-writing it in a different AI, so maybe Claude or something, and then I just threw it in here, please create me this project, and it just creates the projects for you with timelines, with deadlines, with who to assign this to. It's really great. Also, like as you can see here, so we have like different timelines, and you can just work through these tasks, and then once you have finished all these tasks, you can move on to the next one, and you have each phase set up for you, and it's just great. Honestly, it's really, you can prioritize these things as well. So you can do time chunks, when should it be due, like what times should it be scheduled into, what are the priorities, who should be doing these things. So since I'm a solopreneur, it's just gonna be me, but if you have a full team, then this can be really helpful to just assign things. Yeah, and that has really skyrocketed my productivity, because all I do is I just brain dump all my tasks and all the projects that I want to do into this platform, and it just does the work for, like, it just scheduled in, and all I have to do is go open up the laptop, start work, and not worry about a single thing. And I know things will be getting done in the right amount of time, and even if you miss certain deadlines, it warns you, you can reschedule things. It's a really, really good intuitive tool that works really great, and I've been using it for the past 6 months now, and I would never actually go back to just like regular to-do scheduling. Next on the list is welcome to Notebook. Next on the list is Notebook LM. I just read what was here. Yeah, Notebook LM is basically an AI library. That's how I kind of understand it, because you can input a lot of information into this platform, and then you can use AI to sift through that information. So I think the best way to show it to you is by just going to one of my projects here. So for example, we have my target audience. This is from my health and performance business. So I have different sources in here. So I have some sales calls, some just coffee calls, some surveys. I have some Google Sheets in here as a PDF format, and it just sucks out all the information from all of these sources. So what you can do, you can add very different things. So you can just paste normal text. You can also add websites, so it scans through websites. You can actually add YouTube videos. So you can basically just get out the quintessence of maybe like 10 YouTube videos from a creator, for example. So if you're researching a topic, so that's what I did with this other thing here, because I was looking into building a mobile app, and I just put in, like, I don't know how many of these are here. So there's like 16 YouTube videos, and you can put up to 50 sources into one thing. And here it already gives you a quick summary on all these things. And you can just ask it questions. So for example, what is the best way to get into mobile apps? And then it will search all of these sources, and it will give you basically an answer just out of these sources. So it's not like ChatGPT that searches things out of the internet or has different tokens or whatever. It just literally just searches what you have in your library. But this can be insanely helpful. So for example here, I basically have a step-by-step system on how to do it. So solve a problem, validate an idea, build the app, prioritize marketing, that's very important, additional strategies, key takeaways. So you have from all of these sources, you have it all collected here. And this can be very useful if you have maybe a law firm or something, or you want to extract information about your target audience and you just want to quickly have some ideas on what that should be. And it just spits it out like this for you. And it also tells you what source it comes from. So here's like the source that it comes from. So it's really, really cool. And what is also absolutely insane about this feature is what I'm going to show you now. So this takes a few minutes to generate. You can see other examples online on how this sounds, but it's basically a podcast created from all of these sources using AI. And it completely blew my mind. So it's like, for example, for my target audience in my other health and performance business, I just listened to this and I had an even more deep understanding of my target audience after, because I was just like, I was cooking food and I was just listening to that maybe 27 minute podcast that it just creates. There's like a man voice, a female voice, and they interact with each other in such a natural and flowing way, and they joke around, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like it literally feels like you're listening to an actual podcast. And yeah, just like this is a little fun thing that you can also have, but like the value in all of this is that you can just really research all these sources that you want to research, and this can be great for organizing. So, or maybe you have a lot of templates or things in your workplace, in your business that you want to organize and you want to go back to, or like snippets of code or different things, and you just throw it all in here, and this is like your second brain, and then you can just research your own information, which is really great. So that moves on to the next tool, and this is really, really useful. So this is one of the most useful tools on this list as well. They're all super useful, but we all have meetings. So if you're in a corporate environment, or you have an office job, or just any environment where you work together with people, you have meetings. You have tons and tons of meetings. Very often they're unnecessary. Like, we all know that this is kind of an issue, but meetings. So how can you approach those meetings, and how can you actually extract like the most valuable information from these meetings? And this is where Fathom comes into play. So Fathom basically is an AI assistant that listens to your calls. So it's like an extra, like it's always like, as you can see here, like it's always in the call as well. It takes notes, and you can highlight different areas. You can, let's actually get into it here. You can see this was a call that we had on January 16th. So this is like one of my mentorships, and as you can see here, it gives you a lot of different things. So here it kind of summarizes the different points, like what were the different points mentioned, did we talk about, what is a recap, what are the next steps. So I mean, this was a meeting that took us like an hour and like 20 minutes, and it's just distilled down into this very like bite-sized information blocks here, and you can copy that summary, and then you can just put it into like a document and just send it out to everyone. Or for emails, for example, you can, okay, here's a summary of the meeting that we just had, and here are the next steps, and it summarizes everything for you. even if you wanted to have like transcript. So if you're having like a sales call and you want to kind of analyze different parts, and you can search the transcript and you can take these things, plug them into AI and tell it to, okay, how could I have said this differently for maybe the prospect to handle his objection better, or things like that. So it literally gives you the transcripts, it gives you the summaries, and if you have the premium version, which I don't, but you can also extract action items from transcript, and then it literally just gives you a checklist on what you need to do for the next meeting or until whatever deadline you have. And that is a really cool tool as well. So it's like, okay, you don't even have to fish it out yourself, think about it yourself. No, it just takes away some of this work that you can focus more on building projects, building things, and just, moving through the days quicker, because it just takes away these menial tasks that you have to do every single time. It just automates these things, and this is what it's really valuable for. And I have been using this for every single meeting, because it just summarizes everything so well, especially after a meeting. If you've had a meeting for an hour, you won't remember what you talked about in the first 20 minutes. You forget these things, and here you have a quick recap. You can read through it and you can send out mails. So these are the 3 tools that we have. It's really, really important that we step into the game of using AI, because it's here to stay, and it will improve workplaces more and more, and things will get automated more and more. And if you start using it now already, you can really get ahead sooner, and you can transform the way your productivity works. And this is really, really crucial, so you can just make more money and spend more time on the things that actually matter. So thank you for watching. Please comment, what are your favorite AI tools? How do you use these tools? Let me know. I would really love to hear your stories about these. Comment, subscribe as well to never miss out on informative videos like this, so I can keep doing them and it keeps me motivated. And also like the video if you liked it, and see you next time.